If you're a marketer or a business owner, you may have heard the quote, the money and the power is in your list. That's how you guys are here right now, right? Because someone was able to communicate with you because you were in their list. Now, did you know that you could build a huge list and generate endless amounts of leads by you simply having a mobile custom app? I'm going to explain to you how it works, and I hope all of you are sitting down. But before I really get into the nuts and bolts, it's important to understand exactly how everything has evolved. So I want to kind of break down the old school way of marketing and the way that essentially we're all taught. We're taught to generate either a lead or a sales funnel in which we drive our traffic through a funnel, and we drive that traffic to a website or a lead capture page where we ask the individual to put their name and email into the form, and then we continue to market to them to the end of time. But unless you've been under a rock, it's easy to see that email marketing is just not what it used to be. We're not, crazy as marketers and we'll just completely go away from it, but we know that it's not what it used to be. The deliverability rates aren't the same. People aren't buying from email like they used to. They're getting tons of spam, and just everyone is simply doing the exact same strategy. So the question is, what is the actual solution? Okay, how do we solve this problem in the marketplace? You see, the future of online marketing and the solution is all about you creating digital real estate that never leaves your customer's phone. Digital real estate that never leaves your customer's phone. So if you had to leave right now and you were to leave your house without your phone, I've seen people literally look like they're on drugs or something, like, I got to get back to my house, like start scratching and itching, like to get back to their phone. It's literally crazy, right? So if you can own that digital real estate, you can become extremely powerful in the way you can connect and communicate with your customers, and in the way that you can literally own individuals' phone and own that piece of real estate. So what I'm going to do right now is explain to you how apps work for individuals and businesses. All right, so a mobile custom app is a very, very, very powerful tool. All right, so when you get your what we call professional services apps, because Global Apps Network, we specialize in what I call professional services apps, which is essentially an extension of you. So it would be like yourwebsite.com or something like that. So what you would be able to do if you're speaking at an event to the number 72727 to download app, and immediately a link would come to that person's phone, and they'd be able to click on either the Apple link or the Android link. Now, we'll get into more details about how this works, but this is what happens. Now what will happen is Jonathan would be able to literally connect with all of his customers with the push of a button through what's called a push notification. And his customers would be able to interact with him immediately, watch his presentations, his videos, literally listen to audio messages, get interviews, and also, see when his latest products are coming out. The sky is the limit on what you can do from your mobile custom app. Now, your app is also a lead generation tool, and this is where it gets funny, gets fun when you are a marketer. Now, as a business owner, you must understand the power of retention. Okay, you have to understand the power of retention. And I tell people this all the time because, you see it online, you see it every day. I generated 1,000 leads, and then I generated 50 leads today or whatever. And then if you really go to that person, you say, well, if you were to send them an email, how many of them are actually going to engage? How many of them are going to be able to actually push a button and get, several hundred people to a webinar? Chances are that's not going to happen unless you're a person like Jonathan who's built an amazing relationship with all of his customers. So I want you to think on a different level when it comes to marketing, and I want you to start to think about retention and not so much about numbers, because I truly believe because of the power of mobile, you're going to see people with lists of literally 200-300 people competing with people with lists of 2,000-3,000 people literally overnight. So this is how it will happen for you. You see, you're able to place ads on Google and get back into the game with your mobile custom app. And this is how it works. You can literally place an ad and literally have that pop up when people are playing on games, on different mobile websites, and much more. So, for example, if you've ever been playing on a game on your phone or just doing something on your phone on an app, and you've seen something pop up and it says, hey, try this game or try this app, well, how about something popping up and say, hey, try this lead generation app or try this internet marketing app? You can literally do that and generate leads for literally as low as 1 to 3 cents a click. You can also get back into the game on Google search for mobile. Very few people are even aware of this, that there are actually more searches done on mobile devices than on desktop computers. And when I say mobile devices, I'm talking about tablets, iPads, and obviously smartphones. So now imagine when people are literally doing that, your app is coming up. Now, when people click on your ad, they will download your app. This is called click to download. And your professional services apps, again, is an extension of you. So they click on your ad, they download your app, and now that download becomes a lead because you can literally communicate with them with the push of a button. But this is where it gets fun, and this is what separates Global Apps Network from other app companies, because I get the question all the time, well, shouldn't I just go kind of build my own app? You could absolutely do that. You could try to build your own app, but it wouldn't basically come loaded with the valuable content that your app comes loaded with when you buy a Global Apps Network professional services app. You see, what I've done is I've connected with some of the very best marketers online and got presentations and live interviews and loaded those on your app. And you're able to actually add your content, your videos, your presentations, your interviews right alongside of these 6- and 7-figure earners. You see, what I always try to do is I try to sit back and look at things for what they really are. Again, trying to always make things real. So if you were to go get a blog today and you were new to the industry and you start blogging, we have to be honest with ourselves. Not a lot of people are going to come to that blog. You have to build your following. You have to get content that people are going to want to read. But if you had your blog and you had every day 6- and 7-figure earners posting valuable content on it, do you think that blog would get a lot more traffic? Well, the same thing with your mobile custom app. So when you get your professional services app, you're able to brand yourself right along these top producers. So what do you think your customers are going to say when they download your app and they see your face along with several other leaders and presentations and interviews and valuable content to where now your app becomes a valuable, I should say an invaluable resource to all your customers where they're continuing to go back for more content and more information on your app. Now, let me break down how a mobile custom app works because I'm a very visual person and I want you guys to really truly believe this so you can, again, make it real and envision yourself utilizing it in these types of situations. So imagine you speaking on stage or doing a live web or selling your own products and services. Now you can tell your customers to download your app by texting your keyword, which would be your name, to the number 72727. And what we're doing here is we're making it easier. So instead of having the person go to the app store, we can instantly deliver that information right to their phone. Now, you are literally at your customer's fingertips. You are literally at your customer's fingertips now, by you simply having them do that. Instantly, your customers will be able to watch you live, buy your products, and connect with you anytime, any day of the week, literally by opening up their phone and taking a look at your presentation in palm of their hand. Now your app icon will be on your customer's phone, and you will own that digital real estate. As you can see, here's my app icon right next to Facebook and literally the calendar.